Have y'all ever heard of rap?
Off-white, Dior. I post a booty pic, they wanna see more.
Who do we like better than Miss Hawk Tuah, man? Nashville's finest, the most famous person ever from Nashville. Let's get to this, man. Alright.
So recently, the Hawk Tuah girl has been trying to salvage the final stage of her career after the curious crypto situation she found herself in at the end of last year, where she teased and then put out her Hawk meme coin, created by a development team using her likeness. Obviously, she promotes the crap out of it, and of course on the day it was launched, it was already doomed.
My Hawk meme coin is live!
As it had already been countlessly sniped.
Man, the amount of memes I've heard about the Hawk coin. Nigga, how about you hawk to bed and go to sleep, my
And then pumped, and
That's
then
a bad
dumped.
Right on that thing, you get me?
Now obviously Hawk Tuah,
Hawk Tuah in the
aka
big May 2025. Apparently she has another situation we got to talk about.
Haley Welch, really needs no introduction on this channel. She got famous for talking about her methods for sucking dudes off.
Shout out to homie D,
To
man.
be honest, her taking
Channel
that
friend.
one moment and turning it into millions of dollars in opportunities was impressive to say the least. But I will say, with Jake Paul as her apparent puppeteer,
Bro, watch how the viewers went down by 30, my nigga. Niggas really didn't want to talk about this girl.
it was really no surprise when she would eventually crash and burn.
He was exactly what I expected. Like, he lets on like he's an asshole, and that's what I like about him. He owns up to that shit. He knows it. That's what I got respect for him.
And now she has really been trying to make this comeback lately after she had hibernated for around a good 4 months.
But anywho, I'm gonna go to bed, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Much later.
Well, welcome back to another episode of Talk to Him. It's
Wait. She started her podcast back again? What? She started back up her podcast, my what?
been a hot minute since we've been back here, but now we're the official
Man, she
owner.
got some bags under her eyes. I know she went through trials and tribulations, man. Hey, even though the viewers went down, the ones who are still here, man, I guess y'all the real passionate Hawk Tuah fans, man. Y'all love Talk to Her, man.
Talk to her.
I already spoke about the return episode of the Talk to a podcast that she did with KSI, where she had conducted just about the worst interview I've ever seen, even at one time asking him if he invented FIFA. Yes, like the game where you kick the
He invented FIFA? That gotta be racist, bro. What?
fucking ball.
So what was the first thing?
Hold on.
He invented FIFA. Yes, like
Hey, yo, Jamari. Hey, why you standing holding the mic, man? Why you not sitting down, bro? Like a good little boy. Where did you get this from? You know, where's the inspiration? Just want to know.
the game where you kick the fucking ball.
So what was the first thing you got like really known for?
Ooh, FIFA.
What is FIFA?
So FIFA is like a football game or soccer game where I don't know, you pass the ball around the pitch and then you put it in the net.
Oh, you come up with that?
No, I did not come up with FIFA. No.
Now after that,
Is she? I feel like she's trying to act dumb for like clips, bro. There's no way she's actually that stupid.
that episode, she would have that one chick from Ridiculousness
Alex
come on
came
her
at the worst time.
podcast. You know, the one with the annoying ass laugh. And just a little side note, who remembers that funny ass moment when Charlemagne told her to her face that she's a horrible rapper?
Regardless of how mad you get.
say something doesn't make it the truth.
She's
Just
saying that
saying.
because I told her she was whack rapping one time.
Yeah.
That's all. Have y'all ever heard her rap? Oh, okay. Good for the people that said no.
He doesn't know my mother musical track record, so get on million.
Off-white, Dior. I post a booty pic, they wanna see more.
Booty butt cheeks.
Either way, she had her on for some absolutely groundbreaking conversation.
Literally, like, giving your man a job, and you're like,
Picture
What?
me.
you got.
And then from there, the last couple of weeks, she's had a few people on, but I literally had no idea who they were. And I also could not spend any more of my time digesting hours of her content on end. Honestly, it cannot be good for someone's mental health. But just yesterday, she must have noticed that the numbers on her channel weren't looking too hot, I would say that these figures represent much more of a dry hand job than her normal lubricated antics. And now she has made a dedicated episode to talking
Upbeat, you
about—
finished with the video already? Appreciate you. Clap it up for Upbeat, man. Hey, next scream. Try not to laugh. Loud version 1, the first official one, man. I'm not gonna lie.
about the Hawk coin situation, as she has now apparently been cleared by the SEC of any wrongdoing, which more often than not, as it stands, is what tends to happen in these sketchy crypto situations.
Hey guys, it's finally time.
It stands
Jamari's shoe collection is crazy low key.
is what tends to happen in these sketchy crypto situations.
Hey guys, it's finally time that we get into the meme coin disaster and address everything that's going on, and we can finally tell our truth about it as we know it, and I finally get to tell my side of the story that I've been holding on to.
Now her side of the story is basically once again that she was so stupid that she got tricked by bad people into doing this. The whole thing really reminds me of Logan Paul and Crypto Zoo, to be honest with you, only in this case, I actually kind of believe Sandy Cheeks here when she says she has the IQ
Upbeat, appreciate you. I edited some clips into Better Suit, Sky Crew like Kelsey, etc. Smart play. I like it.
of a bag of Takis.
So why are you just now wanting to address everything?
It's something you definitely want to address, but I couldn't at the time because of like all the legal stuff going on. I was in an open investigation going to see the FBI, and then the SEC reached out, and I think somebody else reached out too, but they ended up not wanting anything after everything else was shut down. I don't know, it was very stressful because I couldn't get my point across, and I had to just sit there and let people call me a scammer, a crook, all sorts of different
Yeah, that
things.
was stressful.
It was stressful.
Now I gotta say, one of my favorite things about this episode of Hawk Tuah has to be how her co-host here just tees up these pre-made questions that keep cutting into the video.
So did you make anything from the coin at all? So you got paid for promoting it, or so how was the deal presented to you? So pretty much in all the videos you did,
Yeah, this is so scripted. It's not even funny, man. I ain't gonna lie.
you were just saying what they were telling you to say.
We have
If you
to
could
try
go
not to watch it.
back
Channel on
and talk to
Discord.
yourself
Okay.
before the whole crypto
Upbeat,
launch,
add stuff in there
or meme
from
coin or
there
anything like
for
that,
part 2.
what would you do differently?
It is obviously all pre-planned and recorded over many times, but she still tries to act like she's actually inquiring about it, like she wasn't there the entire time.
So how'd you even get introduced to like the crypto space?
I mean, it was just like any other deal that gets brought to you. Like, the deal got brought to my managers a few times by different people. I don't know, I was very hard to persuade at first because I've never heard anything good about the space, like Bitcoin, crypto. I've never heard anything good about it. And I didn't know enough to really get into it.
If I was her, I would fire her management if this is true. Fire her management because they led you into the wrong path.
But I finally just, I don't know, I finally gave in, and
Now she says this, but several times she posted online alluding to the idea that she found out all of this information on Bitcoin and meme coins, and that it was the best decision that she had apparently ever made.
So after I saw Michael Saylor speak at the Bitcoin conference, I have decided to start putting some money into crypto, and I just want to say, oh my God, thank you so much, Mr. Saylor. Oh yeah, if I want to meme coin, can I give you some tokens?
Yeah,
for
I'll give you my
community?
wallet. I'll give you my wallet.
Okay.
But are you sure you're gonna launch? I don't know. I'm not a big fan about meme coins.
leading up to it, it definitely had good spots because, I mean, you were promised some money out of it. I was promised money out of it for marketing it, which I think you helped me market it too at one point, did you not?
Yeah, I was the one videoing it and sending all the
Yeah.
ads for it.
So, I mean, we were both promised money up front for doing that, just like a spokesperson would for a coin.
Hey,
Now,
man,
when
I
that
feel like
other
that's kind of karma, though. But they still made a lot of money out of it, though. But I feel like that's kind of karma for your reputation.
Podcast that we talked about on the last Hawk Tuah episode, where she had FaZe Banks in his crypto.
Sorry, yo, Upbeat, I said that was funny. I said it was funny, not... Yo, sorry, why are you saying sorry, gang? That was funny, bro. I liked your joke.
Nerds on. Her lawyer alluded to the idea that she was given a couple $100,000 for her promotion of this coin.
It was very publicly set up like wrong.
And keep in mind, there was supposed to be a percentage of the overall coins allotted to her at some point in the future. But now she's claiming here that she has none of that money left, that it apparently was all dried up by legal fees, and also hiring a public relations team to try and clean this entire mess up.
So did you make anything?
That's a lie. She still has money from there. They're just telling that lie. I'm gonna be honest. She for sure profited from it.
From the coin at all?
So the only thing I made from it wasn't even from the coin. I got paid a marketing fee. That's all I made. I did not make a dime from the coin itself.
So you got paid for promoting it, or
just promoting it and putting all the work into it, like the videos and stuff that I do for him to post? That's what I got paid for. But at this point, like everything I paid for, like PR Crisis, a new lawyer, stuff like that.
All that money went to that.
Every bit of it went to that. So, I mean, I've really come out with nothing.
God, could this statement use a lot more transparency about how much money she actually received and how much she has shelled out? And honestly, just because the legal fees allegedly ate up all of that cash, doesn't mean that what she did isn't still fucked up. It's
Exactly, you still stole money from millions of people. Still messed up, or thousands of people. I don't know.
It's like, because they let her off the hook, to her everyone else should understand what she did, as she shows no remorse. That is the actual reasoning in her head.
So how was the deal presented to you?
They present it to me with, like, little work, like what I told you earlier. Like, they'll send me sentences of what to say, and I'll just take a selfie video saying it and repeating it. And then I'll send it to the guy that's running it, and he'd post it on Twitter. My whole Twitter was ate up with crypto stuff. Like, he got the community together. I didn't know that. I don't know any of those people. Keep in mind, I don't even have Twitter downloaded.
Yeah, I remember you making videos, like, talking about it, and I had no idea
yes,
what the
and you
hell
had to
you're
video
talking
it
about.
for me.
Yeah.
You're like, what does that mean? I was like, I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
You know, Twitter's just like a place where you can literally type something out and post it if you want to. My Twitter was dedicated to crypto.
Yeah.
And honestly, at this point, she's really just pissing me off. I just feel like when you have an audience, you do have a certain response.
Yeah, she's trying not to take accountability for it, but at the same time, Twinsky, it's your image. You allowed this to happen. It's still your fault.
Ability to vet what messages are going out to them, especially when it's in the realm of a scam. And if I personally do not understand something, I'm definitely not going to allow someone to plaster it all over my brand. For example, I've been offered tens of thousands of dollars to do a sponsorship with one of those companies that loans people out basically petty cash. And I never take those sponsorships because those are the type of things that...
Nah, Jamari just tried to flex on us. He said he gets offered tens of thousands of dollars. You don't gotta say that, man. He's trying to flex on us.
Deceptively ruin people's lives who do not understand what they are doing. It's like all these influencers who have sold out to the online casinos. I think it's fucked up because many times you are selling your audience on something deceptive, like winning big with house money.
Yeah, the people who sell out their audience and say, "Oh yeah, you can gamble and get this much money," you're weird.
But that is another topic for another day.
Do you remember when we went to the Bitcoin conference too?
Yes.
And they told us that like they were a really tight community. We sat there for how long? It was a few hours.
For hours, yeah. We met a lot of people, but
I couldn't tell you what any of them
I didn't
do.
understand any of it at all.
Like learning wise, I feel like I did not learn anything in there.
She's like, oh, I couldn't understand it at all. Even hours after trying to learn about it and engage in the community, meeting thought leaders in the space, I was still completely clueless. But fuck it, I threw my name right on it. I let them take over all my social media accounts.
But they went through my phone. I was cleared from them, and I wasn't named on the lawsuit either.
That would have terrified me.
It was definitely scary, but at the end of
can't be that dumb and clueless. Stop acting like they are, bro. She's just trying to save her PR.
the day, it's like something that makes you feel better though, because
you didn't have nothing to hide.
Yeah, I don't have anything to hide. I gave them
Yes, you
everything
do.
on my phone. They went through it. They sent it back, and I was cleared. I wasn't named on the lawsuit. None of that. So, like, legally, I was not in any trouble because I didn't do anything. And I have proof that I didn't do anything.
Now, to me, just because she was legally cleared doesn't mean that she did nothing morally wrong in this situation. At the end of the day, she was the driving vehicle behind the operation in the way that...
Cloud, if you were offered like $10,000 to promote a shitty company like PETA, would you do it? $10,000 is a lot of money, but it depends. Like, okay, with my thing, my name, I value my name a lot more than a lot of people else do. So I don't want to attach my name to just anything. I've attached my names to crazy companies before, and they ended up doing some weird shit after we signed the contract. I remember we promoted, it was like one of them Poly AI, but when we did the research about the brand, it was just a chill whatever AI website. Nigga, we signed the contract. We posted a video about a month later. They started doing Gooner AI shit. So we had to take down the video. It's crazy. But I've made a pact with myself. I'm not promoting any fast food spots. I don't believe in that type of lifestyle of eating. I'm not going to promote that. Energy drinks, I'm probably not going to promote that either. I don't fuck with that. Besides that, it's really free game. I don't really care. Like PETA, I don't really know too much about them. But my mentality, I can get my money in the ways I like to get our money, you know, in a very chill way. I don't want to do things or promote things I wouldn't use, honestly.
Her image was used to make the project visible to millions of people. I mean, after all, the entire thing was named after her brand. I mean, don't get me wrong, guys, are the people who bought into this absolute idiots? Yes. But was she still in the wrong, and should there be some sort of accountability in her response? Absolutely. But I need you guys to brace yourself, because her next statement is her most delusional in this entire video.
I don't know, it just kind of sucks. There's people out here that hate me for promoting a coin. It's like Paris Hilton. I mean, she's got cooking stuff out, like cooking appliances. She didn't sit there and take the time to make them. She's just the face of it.
That's not the same thing. Don't even start that. Don't even play that shit. That's not the same thing. When you attach your name to a brand, you need to do research about whatever that is. That's why, like, bro, don't do that shit. This is your fault. You can't just attach your name to a brand because they offer you a lot of money and then get mad when that brand screws over people. Do your fucking research. That's what you're supposed to do. Do your research on the topic, do your research on the company, and don't just take money because you see it. Because if somebody's offering you a lot of money, there's a reason why. Nothing's ever too good to be true. And your brand, your name, your influence matters. And you're trying to blame it on other people or say it's not that bad. I don't care. No, you can't do that. And like with her, it's not even like you're promoting a company that does bad things. Nigga, you literally scammed thousands of people out of hundreds and thousands of dollars. Don't play it like that, nigga. This is your fault.
Yeah. Those are hers, you know?
So that's pretty much like you with the crypto coin.
Yeah, I was just a spokesperson for it. I mean, they pay you for being a spokesperson for it, but it's not actually your coin, if that makes sense.
I mean, that has to be...
It was called Hawk Coin, bro. It was your coin. Don't play with me, nigga. Don't play.
The most brain-dead logic I've ever witnessed. But this is the type of bad precedent that has been set in these crypto situations where these people get off with nothing more than a slap on their wrist. Her whole perspective here and the way she talks about the situation is as if she was some sort of victim. She even talks about how her boyfriend went around his work telling people to buy her Hawk coin.
But I made Pookie put some money in on it. He lost $300 and also went around work promoting it. So all the people he worked with were pissed off at him too.
Did people from his work also?
Yeah, they also lost money and they go up to Kelby at work and be like, yeah, your girlfriend's a fucking bitch.
But it's not...
Hey, good old Nashville, man.
Not your fault.
Oh, they didn't know that
Did he
at the
stick
time.
up for you and did he tell people that?
Well, I thought he was going to hit one man and get fired, but how did I work? I wish we knew then what we know now.
Yeah.
And yeah, now they've literally lost their platform. This was by far the most views they've gotten in months, and almost all...
They only got 16,000 in one day? Bro, what? She fell off, man.
Feedback is still bad. Also, when it comes to any sort of accountability in terms of paying people their money back, like Logan Paul
man, her career's
technically did
cooked
with CryptoZoo, she says that she was approached with a similar offer to do this class action payback program, and that she had actually agreed to do so, but now is not doing it because she lost access to her Twitter account where she had posted the link to the program.
So I remember like when everything happened, they posted like a link to where anyone that lost money can get their money back. What happened with that?
So a class action company reached out to me and asked if we could do something like that up that alley. So I said yes, but that was on my Twitter account, Haley Welch X, but I'm no longer like control of that.
So yes, it really appears at this point that she has completely wiped her hands clean of the situation.
Like, I just sat here and told the whole truth about crypto, but you'll have people that'll still read articles about me and be like, oh, she scammed all those people.
Makes you out to be the bad guy.
Oh yeah, it just anything for like a juicy clip. That's how stuff is now.
And it would really be my advice that if she has any money left over from the last year of being this Hawk Tuah character, she should definitely clutch it tight, because I think this whole thing is over. And in fact, this response podcast was so manufactured that they actually included the same question twice on accident.
What would you say to your fans that actually lost money in the coin? What would you say to people who, like your fans, that did actually lose money?
I really just think that this was her final attempt to salvage what was left of her online career.
I've addressed everything that I know. I've told you everything I know. So, I'm done talking about it.
But obviously, guys, the attempt is not really working. I don't think that anyone is buying into her bullshit, and at this point, I would have to believe that most of the people tuning into the Talk to a podcast are really just there to witness her downfall. It's like when you see a house going up in flames, sometimes you can't help but just stand there in awe. Either way, I do think that she did pretty well with her 15 minutes of fame. I do think that she would have always...
Yeah, she for sure stacked up a lot of money. I'm not gonna lie.
Faded out at some point. But God, did she likely miss out on millions of dollars and many opportunities by doing something so stupid. And now to take absolutely no accountability for her actions, and it really seems like she feels no remorse for what she's done. Yeah, to me it's like the entire thing is now a wrap. But y'all let me know what you guys think of...
Yeah, I think she's cooked. I'm not gonna lie. She's for sure cooked. Haley Welch, your career's over, but at the same time, that's your fault. You promoted something that screwed over a lot of people, and now people don't like you no more. So, game is game. Don't know what to say. Karma is real, man. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah.